Daly. I'm one of the pharmacist attorneys here at Frier Levitt. I'm here with our co-founding partner, Untitled Levitt. We're here to talk about plan sponsors and what kind of services we provide to those plan sponsors.
Thank you, Dave. I'll just add that we started a plan sponsor group, a practice group, about a year ago, and you are helping me lead that charge.
Thanks, John. So, what does Frier Levitt provide to plan sponsors?
So, a plan sponsor could be a very large employer. Sometimes there are self-funded plans, which are essentially employee benefit plans. And then there's also another type of plan sponsor would be in the public space, Medicare and Medicaid. Under Medicare, you have a prescription drug plan or a Medicare Advantage organization.
Okay. What type of issues have you been dealing with for plan sponsors?
So it's interesting. We've gone to large consulting groups and asked them about plan sponsors and their legal representation. And we found out that many plans don't have lawyers when they go to negotiate contracts with PBMs, and this is a very bad idea. So what are we doing for these plans? We're now negotiating contracts with a plan sponsor agreement between a plan and a PBM. And there's some key topics that we really press on these agreements.
Okay, so what are those key topics that we should procure for those plan sponsors?
The plan sponsor agreement between a plan and a PBM has certain key terms. First of all, it all starts with a definition section, and you can imagine that if you don't negotiate the definition section, you're going to get some bad definitions. And on the litigation side, because we now have this plan sponsor litigation group, we're stuck with the contract that's been drafted. So the terms. There's certain definitions, for example, the definition of a rebate. What is a rebate? What is not a rebate? The definition of audit. Who can audit? How can the plan audit the PBM? Who has to be present? We have litigation right now, a plan versus PBM, where we can audit the PBM, but the PBM gets to decide who gets to go in the room to do the audit, and they have to pre-approve. So when I volunteered to do the audit, the PBM said, no, you, John, are not approved to do this audit. And so there's other definition sections. For example, very important, what is a generic and what is a brand? And so the PBM contract says we guarantee a price for the generic, but there's no real law in the industry of what's a brand, what's a generic. And the PBMs can kind of define these terms. Another issue would be the definition of a specialty drug. There are certain guaranteed rates for a brand and a generic, but specialty is often excluded from these price guarantees. And so PBM can manipulate reimbursement rates and pricing and manipulate their own profit center because they often own their own pharmacies, mail order pharmacies. They can all manipulate this through definitions.